Hello learners, how are you? I hope that you all are doing very well at your home. Here I am Mujahidul Islam, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Milestone College. Today we shall practice summary writing. For summary writing, we have picked up the passage of Kumilla Board 2017. There are some rules of writing a good summary. If you can follow those rules properly and if you can remember these rules while writing summary, you will be able to write a good summary. And remember, if you write a good summary, you will get good marks. So try to remember all these rules and write a good summary. What are the rules we should follow to write a summary? Read the text again and again for better comprehension of the passage. Before writing a summary, you should read the text again and again, and you must try to understand every corners of the passage, and then picking main points, ideas, keywords of the text. You should underline the main words. You should highlight the main points of the passage which you need to write a summary. Then developing the keywords in sentences. When you have found the main ideas or main points or keywords, then you can go for developing those words in sentences. Rewriting the text in own words in a short form. That means while you will go for writing a summary, you should use your own words. You must not copy any sentence or any words from the passage and paste them in your summary. You must use your own language. No example, explanation, comparing and contrasting. While writing summary, you must not give any example in summary, or you should not go for explanation of any information, or you must not compare and contrast. You must avoid it. And what is about size? The size of a summary must be 1/3 of the passage. That means if the passage is of 30 sentences, your summary will be of 10 sentences, more or less, no problem. But it will give you an approximate idea about the number of sentences you can write in your summary. Finish in a paragraph. That means while you write a summary, you must not break it into different paragraphs. You must develop your summary. You must finish your summary in a single paragraph. Copy and paste. Do not go for copy any sentence and paste it in your summary. If you do this, you will not get more than 4 marks out of 10 in your summary. And if you can follow these rules, and if you can use your own words, own language, if you can write it in your own way, you can get 7, 8, 9 marks out of 10. So I think you have understood what I wanted to mean here, because you must remember these rules while you will go for writing summary. This is the text which I have picked for practicing summary writing. You will get a question like this: write a summary of the following text, and for a good for summary, full marks is 10. Now let us see the text. Beauty is easy to appreciate but difficult to define. It is very simple. When we see something beautiful, we can easily appreciate it, but you cannot give an universal definition of a beauty. That's why it is difficult to define beauty. As we look around, we discover beauty in pleasurable objects and sights, in nature, in the laughter of the children, in the kindness of strangers. These are the common source of beauty. If you look at nature, you will feel happy. If you see a child laughing, you will feel happy. If you get any kindness or good behavior in a foreign land by a person whom you don't know or whom you have never seen, that is a matter of beauty. That is very beautiful thing. So these are the common source of beauty. So where we can get beauty? We can get beauty in pleasurable objects. That means whatever the thing, what is soothing, what is pleasant, what is nice to us, that is an object of beauty. But as to define, we run into difficulties. Earlier I have discussed that it is easy to appreciate beautiful thing, but it is not easy to give a definition of a beauty. That's why the question is like this. But as to define, if I ask you to give a definition of beauty, we run into difficulties. You cannot give me an universal definition of beauty. In that time we fall in difficulties. Does beauty have an independent objective identity? That means there is a rhetoric question, and that is the passage is asking, the author is asking us, is there any objective or impartial definition of beauty? Is it universal or is it dependent on our sense of perception? The author is again asking us, is it universal? That means, is the definition, or is there any definition, or is there any universal definition of beauty? I think no. There is another thing, is it dependent on our sense of perception? I think so, because what is beautiful, it depends on my sense of perception. Why? Things that is beautiful to me may not be beautiful to you. That's why I must say that beauty depends on our individual sense of perception. Does it lie in the eye of the beholder? Beholder means onlooker, a person who looks. The question the author again asks, does the definition of beauty depend on the eyes of the person who sees an object? I think so. We ask ourselves. Then see, a further difficulty arises when beauty manifests. Manifest means display or express, not only by its presence but by its absence as well, as when we are repulsed. Repulsed means disgusted by ugliness and desire beauty. What is said here? Let us read again. A further difficulty arises when beauty manifests itself not only by its presence. It means that there are many beautiful things or many things which are not present before our eyes, but it does not mean that those things is no more beautiful. It is a special quality of beautiful things that without being present before our eyes, beauty can make us feel its necessity, its importance. I think you have understood it. Then by its absence as well, as when we are repulsed by ugliness and desire beauty. There is another important thing is that when we are repulsed by ugliness, if you see some ugliness around you, then you will be disgusted, then you will feel bad, and at that very moment you will try to avoid this ugliness, and subconsciously you will desire for beauty. By this way, beauty makes us feel its presence without being present before our eyes. Now see, but then ugliness has as much a place in our lives as beauty. it is another important thing. Or maybe more, as when there is widespread hunger and injustice in a society, it means that it is not that we always love beautiful things. In our life, there is no place of ugliness. You should remember that without ugliness, we cannot appreciate beautiful things or beauty. So, to understand, to appreciate the importance of beauty, there is importance of ugliness also, because ugliness makes us feel the importance of beauty. Without darkness, there is no necessity of light. You should remember it. And when there is light, always you will feel the necessity of darkness also. Philosophers have told us that beauty is an important part of life. Yes, beautiful is very important thing in our life. But isn't ugliness a part of our life too? Yes, it's also true. Beautiful is important for our life. Ugliness is also important for our life. So we can say that beauty is as important as ugliness in our life, because ugliness helps us to appreciate or to desire for beauty. And if art has beauty as an important ingredient, can it confine itself only to a projection of beauty? This is another important sentence here. Art has beauty as an important ingredient. Ingredient means properties, quality. Every artwork, beauty is the main quality of every artwork. But it does not mean that artwork or art or artist always will focus on beautiful thing. They must focus their concentration on ugliness also. They should display, they should bring about all the irregularities, all the disorders, all the abnormalities of the society in their artwork. Then we shall see the abnormalities or disorder through this artwork, and we shall then understand or we shall then feel the necessity of beauty. So let us repeat it. Artwork should not always display beautiful things. It also should give importance. It also should focus on ugliness of the society also. We have finished the passage and we have discussed everything of the passage to write a good summary, and I think that we have understood the passage properly. So this is a summary I have developed for you according to the passage. This is the summary which I have written as per my understanding. I think you will practice your own. Now see what I have written in this summary. This is a sample summary. We cannot define beauty as easily as we can appreciate it. Yes, it is very easy to appreciate but difficult to define. I have written this sentence in a just different way. I haven't copied the sentence. It is because beauty has no universal definition. It has no universal definition. Sense of beauty varies from person to person. Beauty or sense of beauty or the understanding of beauty or appreciation of the beauty varies from person to person. Ugliness is as important as beauty in human life. Yes, we have seen it in the passage that ugliness has also an important place in our life, because sometimes ugliness raises desire for beauty among us. Beauty is an essential property of art, but the art cannot confine itself only to manifest beauty. This sentence you have seen, the idea I have picked here from the passage. What the passage says? The passage says that beauty is an important or essential ingredient or property of artwork, but artwork should not always confine or dedicate itself always to display the beauty of the society or around us. ignoring ugliness of human life. Beauty or artwork cannot ignore the ugliness of our life. It should give equal focus on the beauty and ugliness of our life. So see here, I have picked all the concept, all the ideas from the main passage, but I haven't copied any sentence directly here. You also should follow it. If you can write a summary like this, you will get good marks. But if you copy and paste for summary, then you will not get that much marks. We have come to the end of our lesson. I think you have understood the passage properly, and if there is any lacking or if you fail to understand anything, you can ask your subject teacher or you can ask me also. I shall try my best to satisfy you with proper with necessary suggestion. So boys, no more today. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.